Good morning. Today's class we are going to find out the centroid of composite areas. Composite areas means they will be comprising of different areas put together. We can split up into a number of small areas. So before going to that numerical example, let us see what is the definition of centroid. Centroid is the particular point of a plane figure or a plane area where the entire area is assumed to be concentrated. In the case of a mass, we call it as the point where the entire mass is concentrated is called center of gravity. When it comes to 2D, that is a plane area like a rectangle, a triangle, a circle, etc. A plane figure, say like this paper. This is a plane figure. The thickness is not much. Okay, so for plane figures, two-dimensional figures, the point where the entire area is concentrated, that is called centroid. So let us come to, it is nothing but the axis of symmetry. If you consider a rectangle, say, consider a rectangle of width B and depth D, a plane figure. The axis of symmetry is passing through the center in this direction and in this direction. So this is the centroid. The centroid of a rectangle is, if B is the width of the rectangle and D is its depth, then this is axis of symmetry. This is another axis of symmetry. So intersection point of this axis of symmetry is centroid of that area and is neutrally denoted by the letter G. So we can write down here what is the area of a rectangle. This will be utilized in solving this problems on composite areas. So for a rectangle, this is a rectangle. Area of a rectangle is width into thickness, or B into D. Area is B into D. Now, the distance to this centroid, we can take the reference axis, the bottommost axis, bottommost line of the figure. Let it taken as X, and the left edge, let it take as Y, the reference axis. We take, say, OX as the reference line, the bottommost line of the area, and the left line OY as reference, that are the reference axis. With reference to the reference axis, what are the coordinates of this center of gravity? They are designated by, see, for this we know this distance from the y-axis, or here the distance from the y-axis up to the center of gravity, this is called x bar. Distance from the x-axis up to the centroid, this distance is called y bar. So the coordinate of the center of gravity G, we are denoted by x bar, y bar. So we have to locate the centroid, means locate the position of the centroid, its coordinates with reference to some reference axis. Normally we are going to take the reference axis as the bottommost line of the figure and the leftmost line of the figure. So according to this, what is x bar here? Distance from y-axis up to the axis up to the center of gravity axis. This distance, if this is B, this will be B by 2. X bar is B by 2, and y bar is the distance from the x-axis up to the center of gravity. What is this distance? This is equal to D by 2. So the center of gravity of a rectangle is located at B by 2, D by 2 coordinates, where B and D are the width and depth of the section. This is already familiar to you. Okay, an area of a rectangle is breadth into height, B into D. So we will be making use of this in solving a numerical example of a composite section like this. This section, this is called a T section, the shape of a letter T. So the question is to find the centroid of this area. So axis of symmetry we have to mark. The centroid will always lie on the axis of symmetry. If there are two axes of symmetry Like this, the intersection point of the axis of symmetry will be the centroid. So in this case of a T section, with reference to this y-axis, it is perfectly symmetric because the area on this side as well as the area on the other side will be the same. So it is symmetrical about y-axis, and x-axis it is not at the half of the total depth. We have to find out this distance, that is the distance to the center of gravity from the bottommost line. So this bottommost line will be taken as the reference axis. We'll take the bottommost line as the reference axis, and from there, what is the distance to the center of gravity? So y-axis with respect to y, the figure is symmetrical, or the area is symmetrical. So there will be therefore no x bar is equal to 0. There is no need to find out x bar. But we have to find out only y bar. How to find out y bar? We'll see. To find y bar. To find the y bar distance, you take the bottommost line as reference, as I have mentioned earlier. Now we can split up this area into two. So we can consider this is one rectangle. This area I will take it as A1. And I can consider this horizontal rectangle. So I will consider this as area 2. So to start with, we split up it into two rectangles. Rectangle 1 of dimension 20 by 300 and rectangle 2 of dimension 200 by 20. Now we have to find out the centroid. For finding out the centroid, the formula is x bar is given by a1x1 plus a2x2. If you divide it into number of segments, number of areas, divided by a1 plus a2 plus etc. an. This is, and similarly to find y bar is equal to a1y1 plus a2y2 plus a3y3 plus etc. an xn divided by a1 plus a2 plus a3. So to find the center of gravity, the formula is split up it into a number of figures on composite figure and find out the area of each figure. I will explain what is x1, x2, x3, etc. a1 x1 plus a2 x2 divided by a1 plus a2, or we can write it in a simple form, sigma ax divided by sigma a. Next one is y bar equal to sigma ay divided by sigma a. Ax1, that is called moment of the area, first moment of the area. Take the first moment of each areas about this reference axis and divided by the total area will give you the center of gravity distance. First moment of the areas, sum of the first moment of areas about the reference axis divided by the total area, that will be the coordinate of the centroid. Now let us see, using this knowledge, that is area of a rectangle is b into d, its center of gravity coordinates are b by 2, d by 2, and using this expression we can find out what is y bar. X bar is already we know, there is no need to find out x bar because it is symmetrical from this. If you take this line, if you take the leftmost point, from here it is located at 100. If you take this point, from here it is located at 10. It is symmetrical. Okay, let us see how to find out y bar. So let us see how to find y bar. For that I am going to split it, as I told you, I will split it into two areas. I will prepare a table like this. Here number, shape, area A, x, y, ax, ay. You can see one by one. First of all, I will take number 1. That is, this shape of 1 is rectangle. This is a rectangle, first area. What about its area? Area is B into H, B into depth. What is the width? Width of it is 20 into depth. Depth of this rectangle is 300. So 200 into 300 is the first area. Okay, it works out to 6000. Now coming to X. X means you separate it. You just consider this rectangle alone. For this rectangle, we need not find X because it is symmetrical with X axis. So we have to find out only Y. It is symmetrical with respect to the Y axis. So we need to find only Y bar. So we need only Y and AY. What is Y? Y is, if consider this rectangle of, this is the first figure, 20 by 300. What is the distance to its center of gravity? This distance. For this figure, this somewhere here will be G1. The centroid of this first rectangle, the centroid of the rectangle, how much distance? We have seen, if it is 300 is the depth, it will be 300 by 2. C equal to 150. So Y means Y1, the centroid of the first figure from the reference axis. Distance to the centroid of the first figure considered from the reference axis. So this distance is 300 by 2 is equal to 150. Okay. Next consider the second area. The second area, that is also a rectangle. What about that rectangle? I will draw it here. That second rectangle just above this. This is common line, and when you are drawing it slightly separate or make it here itself. This is the second rectangle. What about dimension? It is 200 width and depth is 20. So this is the centroid of that rectangle from here. Distance to the centroid from here, it will be at 10 centimeter. What we want is, now here can write the area. Area is width into height. 200 into 20. 4000. Now Y2. Y2 means distance to the centroid of this figure from the reference axis. So this is the reference axis. From the reference axis, what is the distance to the centroid of the second figure? The centroid of the second figure is located at 10. It is 10 from here, half of it. This is 300. So Y2 is nothing but, what is Y2? Y2 is equal to 10 plus 300, 310. So from the reference axis, the distance up to the centroid of the second figure. So this is 300 plus 20 by 2 is equal to 310. Okay, so that's all. We find separately find out the areas, separately find out the center of gravity distance of each of this figure, and from the reference axis. So this first one, Y1, centroid of the second figure from the reference axis, Y2. So this is Y1, this is Y2. Multiply A1 by 1. A1 by 1 is 6000 into 150. 6000 into 150. Write down here. Here, 4000 into 310. So this is nothing but A1 Y1. This is A2 Y2. Need not write all this. You can just write, multiply this and write down there. It works out to, okay, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is working out to 1, 2, 4. So we have got whatever is required for us. Now we can find out sigma A. Sigma A means this A1 plus A2. A1 plus A2 works out to 10,000. Thus find out sigma of this. Sigma AY. That means A1 Y1 plus A2 Y2. A1 Y1 plus A2 Y2 gives 214. 4 zeros. Now our answer y bar is nothing but sigma ay divided by sigma a, that is equal to sigma ay 214 divided by sigma a. It works out to 214 millimeter. So the center of gravity of this figure, or the centroid of this figure, is located at 214 millimeter from the bottom. See, the total distance is 300. It is not at the center of that. The centroidal axis, or the axis of symmetry, the axis passing through the center of gravity, is called the centroidal axis. So the centroidal x-axis is located at 214 millimeter from the bottommost line. Okay. So this is a symmetrical section, hence we need not find out x bar, we have to find out only y bar. In the next video, what we will be seeing is an unsymmetrical section. If it is an unsymmetrical section, we have to find out both x bar as well as y bar. Okay, thank you.